Good morning, everyone. We are in the gym that is about to get its full-blown makeover. Exciting times, nothing like hugely major, they're just kind of small projects, finishing things off and putting things right, but still really, really exciting. We want to make use of this room a little bit more and just enjoy being in here. So I've got some ideas and it should be really good. I'm looking forward to it. But I'm gonna go upstairs, have my lemon and ginger water.
I'll have one today.
You want one? Yeah. Good boy. I've already nearly done a litre of water and it's about, is it 9 o'clock? What's the time? Yeah. Started a little bit later this morning because we haven't been going to bed as early as we should. We're still going to bed earlier than we used to, but we're going to bed around the like 11, quarter past 11 mark, and we need to be going to bed around the 10, half 10 mark. But we're making progress, we are making progress. I'm gonna leave this one to do his thing. It is so weird, the house not having any decorations up at the moment. Oh, it makes me so sad. I miss it so much. Even in this hallway, look how bare it looks. But I feel like I like it, I must admit. As much as I miss all of like, oh, am I zoomed in? I think I am. I was well zoomed in. I do quite like it though. These chairs are all going to their new homes this week, which is good. The dining room, we just obviously have some finishing off bits going on in here at the moment. So still a few little Christmas bits left up, which is so unlike me. I want to either get some pictures up in here or I've got the dried wreath that can go up here as well, but I love this room so much. It just looks so nice. Today, sorry, I've still got my AirPods in, I know. I've got a bit of a different kind of day. We've started the week and it's been really, really good. I've really been like learning about myself, and I'm probably sure that you are sick of hearing about me talk about this bloody book. But it's really struck so many chords with me. Where's my, I obviously haven't showered, so I've probably got all of the remnants of all of my little creams and potions that I put on. I had a spot last night, so I put some retinol on it. But yeah, I wanted to sit down and go through with you all of the things that are kind of changing and have changed, and how I've like found myself to work better. I probably look like a hot mess, and I know that you guys hate me saying that, but when you just roll out of bed, and then you get into the gym, like those are the two places that you always look like you're most bedraggled, and I've just done both. And I'm speaking to you on camera in front of however many 100,000 people, so bear with me. It can be a little bit unsettling sometimes. I'm gonna make Ali and I a ginger and lemon tea, which is part of the thing that I have changed, obviously quitting Red Bull and things like that. I now make like a homemade sort of zingy pick-me-up that was recommended by my reflexologist, so I'm gonna make us that. Sorry, does anyone ever get this? I put my AirPods in and when I like swallow, it creates like air. It's really weird. But yeah, that's what I'm having in the mornings now instead of my Red Bulls, just something natural. Obviously brushing my teeth completely straight afterwards because the lemon is not great for your teethers. And I've just learned how to like work a little bit better. I've been a lot more productive this year. I'm getting used to ticking things off my list. When I see things visually, it's so much better for me to work my way through them than trying to remember things in my head and then being like, oh, I need to do that, oh, I need to do that. I write everything down for the week and then I tick it off, and if not, it carries over to the next week. So I'm more able to like tick those things off visually. It's so incredible. But I've been learning all of this stuff in the books that I've been listening to. I'm hoping to have, by the time this video goes up, am I blue? I look blue, let me check this out. I was blue, sorry. I've gone from an artificially lit room into a daylight lit room. Yes, I'm hoping to have 2 blog posts up on my blog, my motivational books that I recommend, and also my recipe. It's not my recipe, it's my reflexologist recipe. She gave it to me. I don't have the honey with it, so I adapt it to my taste personally. I don't need the extra sugar spike or anything like that, so I don't have that. And it tastes fine, and it's actually a little bit more like zingy in the morning. But I'm hoping to have both those up on the blog, so if they are, I will link them in the description box down below. I'm wearing an Aloe Yoga top, which is, it's actually too big, but I think I quite like it because I don't feel so restricted. When you train in your own gym, you don't have to worry too much about things. So it's just, it holds me in place, but I'm not like, oh, so tight. And then I've got some Tala leggings on as well. Cal's not working today, Carrie is working from home. I'm trying to have more of that whilst I can. Things tend to build up in our lives, and so now everything's really chilled. People are just getting back into the groove of work, and by 4 months in I'll be like, ugh. But yeah, it's nice to just not take things too full on to begin with. So I've just been working on building up content. Yesterday I filmed 4 videos, 1 for Ali's channel and 3 for my channel. I've been looking at investing in a little bit more equipment, things to make things easier, and yeah, it's good, it's all good. So anyway, I'm gonna make my ginger tea, but welcome to the first vlog that I'm actually doing in 2020. That's exciting, isn't it? And so there's lots I just want to like chat through and discuss. So yeah, but I hope you're enjoying your 2020 so far. I'm sure you're all back at work now. If you're not, I'm jealous. And yeah, let's get to it. Right, I'm up and dressed. We've had a bit of a slower start to the morning. Just basically, Ali and I had a little bit of a briefing session, talking through a few things that we're working on together. And then I obviously got ready, and now I'm ready to go. Although I did sit and watch one of the videos that we filmed together just to see how it came out, because it was really good. And now we are gonna head to Bicester Village. We're shopping for some like ski appropriate gear because we head to Courchevel first week of February, and we need to pick up some warm stuff. Ali wants to get a really nice jacket. I'm just gonna look and see what they've got really, see if they've got anything that I like. And yeah, it's good to head over there, have a little mooch, and I've got some work to do on the way over, so it's gonna be a good day. You ready to go, babe?
You look at this?
Yes, it's a anniversary thing. Yeah, the girls from Jo Malone sent us an anniversary gift, and it's my favourite fragrance from Jo Malone, the Peony and Blush Suede candle and the room diffuser. Very, very happy with that. So cute. Thanks, ladies. So we have arrived at Bicester Village. I'm holding you down here because it's always so busy. We've just been into Holland & Cooper, and I have already picked up a bag of stuff. And now I think we're going to go in Manolo Blahnik. Can we go in there?
I am. Okay, yeah.
You want to? Yeah,
I don't
good
want
idea.
to, do I?
Look what we found on the journey home.
We caught a little Muma.
Come on then, let's go home. It's past your bedtime. You have to be careful of the leather. Good evening, everyone. Oh, feels like I kind of lost track of time and kind of stopped vlogging. I've got a little bit of lano on my chin where I overdid it a little bit with retinol, and so it's just a little bit dry, so I popped some of that on, and then that is a little bit of retinol on a spot. Other than that, skin is clean as a bloody whistle. But yeah, we had a good day at Bicester. I picked up some bits which I'll show you in the morning because I'm quite tired. We went for dinner at our favourite pub in the area. We were just sort of like so hungry after being there all day, and we were like, let's just eat out. So we went to our favourite pub, and literally we sit there and we're like, this is so good. You know, when you just like love everything that a pub does, it's just, that's that one for me. And then I've sat on the sofa writing a piece for the Telegraph that I've been working on, but it's like literally just like a small little clip that I've just been finishing up. Did that on my iPad, and now I'm getting into bed. So yeah, I've got a meeting first thing with Carrie tomorrow to finalise a few things, and then I'm heading to Dermaspa. I've got new nails tomorrow. I'm getting my brows done, not laminated this time because, as we've established, that doesn't work on my brows, which is so sad. Yeah, and I'm also having a blood test just to check for any like deficiencies or anything like that, because they do all of like the vitamin drips and shots and things like that. So I just want to make sure that I'm getting everything that I need. I'm on this health kick and I feel great for it. So yeah, I also finished my book this morning. I finished The Sweet Spot, and part of me really just wants to go back to the beginning and listen to it all again. Like, I just want to listen to it every morning. But I was recommended another book. I'll tell you what that is tomorrow because I can't actually remember the name. Something about being brilliant or something. So I'll tell you about that in the morning. I'll show you the bits that I got as well, and then we will head off for my day. So I'm going to snuggle down now and go to bed. Little Pippi Longstockings down there. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everyone. I am getting in my car. Oh, my hand's falling. I've got my water bottle. I've got everything. There we go. Oh. Good morning. It's actually not the morning though, and I've said good morning about 3 times. I have had a very productive day so far. I did spinning this morning, which was fab. I've had a meeting. Oh, you're not focused on me. I've had a meeting with Carrie this morning. Basically all about hiring new peeps for this year. We have 2 positions open, which is really exciting. One is a video editor because Cal, our young baby sparrow, has flown the nest and is starting his own thing, and we're very excited for him. Wishing him all the best and all of the good vibes. Need to start my car, but we need to find someone new. We also need to find a personal assistant, so we've been advertising for those online. So it's really exciting times. I am currently heading to Derma Spa, although I feel really sorry for the girls because I actually stink of food. We've been cooking soup and yeah, I stink. But turning the corner. Yes, I'm heading to Derma Spa. I'm getting my nails done. It is bye-bye to the festive nails finally. I did want to go earlier on in the week, but I also wanted to have a blood test for their like vitamin supplement thingies, so I'm going to have that. But I think I told you this last night, but I was so tired last night. It was interesting. But I got up early this morning. The wind this morning, wow. Ali and I opened the window about 6:30-ish, and the noise, wowzers. That is the plan of action today. I don't know what time Ali's back. He's down in London for work. He's got meetings with Armani and some other people. I've got meetings tomorrow. I have meetings with By Terry, Laura Mercier, and YSL. So it's another bougie day of meetings, which is good. I think that's everything. I am gonna head there now, have a pamper, and see you all in a bit. Catch you later. So I am here at Derma Spa and I'm with the doctor. I'm just filling out some of my information. So what it sounds like we're going to do today is have a blood test, and I'm also going to have a sort of energy boost drip. But then in a week's time I'll get the results of my blood test, and then we'll know how to sort of accurately supplement, because I've never had one of these, so I don't know what I'm deficient in. So I'm really looking forward to finding out more and just getting to know how my body ticks just a little bit more as well.
So what's going to happen now is I'll do your blood pressure,
Yeah.
put the line in, take the blood,
Yeah.
and then I'll prep the medication.
Just get my arm out.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a preference, right or left?
Will it affect me in any way?
No. Right. Small little scratch. Easy. You did really well.
That one hurt a lot. Does the drip go into this as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to do it again?
Nope.
Okay.
That's why I said that to you.
Oh,
So
okay.
the cannula will stay in now,
Mm-hmm.
and because it's already in,
Mhm.
I can just connect the infusion up for you. As I do the infusion, what you might find is a little bit of heaviness in the chest.
Okay.
It will last only for a few seconds,
Mm-hmm.
but as the speed reduces, it will improve.
Okay.
Okay, it's just something to be aware of.
Okay. How long have you been doing this?
So I've been a doctor for just over 10 years, and then I've now embarked on wellness.
Yeah.
And it's all stemmed from prevention and accidents.
Yeah. That, do you know what? That's so, I didn't even think of that. That's so true. Is that like because I wouldn't have ended up getting ill all the time if I'd just taken better care of myself. Now I'm taking better care of myself, and I haven't been ill since October. And I was honestly 4 weeks every month, like on the dot, I was getting ill. Just not even like cold, but like my throat was flaring up. I thought I was going to have my tonsils taken out, but really I just wasn't taking care of myself. And that's so true.
I mean, the idea about it is actually it works quite well with the skin conditions
Right.
as well. So we've got another treatment option called glutathione and vitamin C.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely recommend next time I see you, we do that.
Okay.
That's really good for skin. It improves the quality of your skin. And then what I tend to do is combine it with this, which sort of is like a push. It both helps you with the energy levels, but also it improves the quality of the cell function. So
Right.
generally you should get better skin quality as
Okay.
well out of it.
Put these ones in and then stop putting them on.
I'm now getting my toes done, and Heidi has the best toe separators ever. Oh my gosh, they just make me happy just by looking at them. Oh my god, I want these in my toes all the time. This is so good. Oh, I look like a Hawaiian princess. So good. I am fresh browed, although they look darker than they actually are at the moment. Oh, they look so good. And I've got nails. I've gone for a classic. A little bit bridal nails here. I've done it on my toes as well. I just fancy trying it out, seeing how I felt. This one is sat on the side. Naughty cat. We pretend on the internet that you're not allowed on the sides. Because that would make us really bad parents if we did let you on the sides. But we just make it seem like we don't allow you when we're in front of the internet. I know, we totally let you up. In fact, sometimes you even share our dinner. That's awkward, isn't it? Yeah, I am just back now. I spent a few hours at Dermaspa. Oh my goodness. They pampered me so much. I got my toes done, I had an IV drip, I had my nails done, I had my brows done. Oh, fresh brows. And I've got the Eyebrow Queen brow fix on, which I'm just obsessed with, absolutely obsessed with. Like my favorite brow product by far at the moment. So good. I had the IV drip because after I had my B12 shot, obviously I had just, it was just revolutionary for me in my life. Revolutionary, whatever. I look like a mad scientist. I want to start getting healthier, basically, because I was clearly very unhealthy, even though I thought I wasn't. So I've had a blood test. Those results will be back in about a week and we'll build a plan. But then they do these sort of like energy boost ones. And to me, there's no harm in trying them out. So I thought I'd try it, test it, let you guys know what I think. But I think the real interesting one will come when I have the sort of tailored one to exactly what my body needs. Because I'd really like to know what I'm deficient in and things like that. The guy that does it is a qualified general practitioner, and he also works in like A&E and emergency, like accident and emergency. So he's a proper doctor. Sorry, I'm itching my ankle. Oh, these nails are good for ankle scratching. I do love a good almond nail for an ankle scratch. Oh yes. Right, so now I'm gonna cook myself some dinner. I'm gonna have a healthy dinner. I'm just having like tuna and sweet potato. Ali's still down in London, but he's with his friend George. They should be coming back soon. So I'm gonna crack on with some dinner. I forgot to take something out of the freezer, but there... I beg your pardon? You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Yes, we're singing together. Duet. We're doing a duet. She wants some food. Anyway, time for some food. I'm starving. I'm going to have some chocolate as well because even though I'm eating healthy, chocolate is essential. And I do love me some Lindt chocolate. So first up, I'm going to finish off one of the chocolate teddy bears from Christmas. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. In the fridge as well. In the comments below, let me know if you are a fridge chocolate type of person or a like room temperature type of chocolate person. I am always in the fridge. So good. So good. You want some dinner? Dinner? Dinner. Dinner. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, I've come down to the back of the house. I always like to have little chats down this end of the house because no one can hear me. I love it. There's everyone's like downstairs, Ali's filming upstairs, and I can just come down here, set up my camera on 2 pots piled on top of each other and just chat to you guys. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to update you on my first kind of week back at work. Today is Monday and we are in our 2nd week now. Obviously I made like a few changes before we came back to work on the 1st, so before the end of the year I made a few changes, but I also spent a few weeks planning the kind of things that I was going to change as well, because as I've mentioned quite a lot of times, I ended up really ill towards the end of last year. Just like overall wellness, not like I had an illness, but I wasn't well. I wasn't looking after myself and I wasn't taking care of myself, and it was such a shock to the system because it honestly felt like I could just keep going and keep going and keep going like this, but it was like my body wasn't letting me, and so I was like getting ill and I'm like frustrated, and I would talk about it to you guys. I'd be so frustrated and I'd be like, oh, I'm ill, and it was because I wasn't looking after myself. And I think that was such a huge wake-up call, and with everything that happened last year I really expected that I should just get back to work after obviously Links disappeared. I just was like, no one's gonna fully give me sympathy, and I just need to get back. I need to suck it up, get back to it. And I kept trying to talk to you guys about it and I couldn't, and I think I've realised now that I'm never going to be able to talk about it, so I'm just not going to talk about it on the internet because I can't. It just makes me too sad. But I have obviously come a long way since then. We still have our moments. Like, I was cooking the other night and I just felt so sad that I was living my life and he wasn't, and that makes me sad. But I really took my eye off the ball in terms of myself, and I let everything spiral. It was weird. Everything fell apart. Like, my to-do lists were non-existent anymore. So they were just piling up and piling up. Everyone was chasing me for things. And when you reach a point where you're kind of behind on everything and you can't get back from that, and then more stuff comes and more stuff comes, you kind of just sort of go like that. And you're like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. And luckily that happened as it came to Christmas. So I was able to just stop and catch up on everything, and I made sure that when I finished, all of my work was done, and I took those 2 weeks off, and I just made a decision that I was never going to let that happen again. I have been researching how to make myself more productive, finding what works for me, because a lot of the time, and this is going to sound so bizarre, but I was spending my days and I'd say to myself, oh Lydia, you need to do this tomorrow, oh, and you need to do this, and you need to do that, and you need to do one of these. And then I'd say to myself, oh, you need to do one of these, one of those, you need to do that, and you need to do this. And constantly the order, the memory of what it was I had to do and how many things I had to do would be constantly changing, because your memory only works so well. And it would reach points where I was so confused that I'd just get nothing done. And thankfully, reading loads of books, listening to audiobooks, understanding that there's different processes, you need to find out how you work and how you work best. That's been revolutionary. Revelationary? I'm never very good with that word, but revelationary in the sense that I've now found a really good system that works for me. I've always had a good calendar and I've understood what I'm doing on what day, but it's everything else, the little things that we have to get done as well, I wasn't being very proactive or productive with, and that's completely changed. My first week back, I'm powering through lists and working out how it really does motivate me to tick things off my list, and it's working so well. I make sure that everything is that I can is finished up and wrapped up by Friday, so I go into the weekend and I've got nothing to worry about, and it is glorious, like absolutely glorious, because I think I got so used to my life merging with the work side of my job, even though there's an element of my life in it as well. In fact, my whole life is it, but I still needed those boundaries, and I've got better at that. And obviously that prompted one of the first changes of 2020, which was my video time. So if you haven't noticed, my videos have been going live a little bit earlier. My videos now go live from 5 p.m. UK time, and that to me is again glorious. I have the same feeling inside as I did when I stopped Sunday uploads. I never have to check out and then quickly check back into work. I clock out at 5 p.m. in terms of the admin work side of things. In terms of this, I can do this whenever, because I love this. I love sitting down and chatting to you. I love sharing these bits of my life with me, but it's the admin stuff that was sort of encroaching on that. So first change, 2020, say hi to say hi to 5 p.m. UK uploads, and I am loving it so far. And thank you so much for being so open to the change as well, because I know that so many people, you know, they don't like change. I don't like change. Change is sad, but this is a good one. This is a good one. Earlier videos. So I'm really, really enjoying that. The second kind of thing is that we've decided to expand our team, and I'm going to be bringing on 2 new members to the team. One is a new job role that's opened, and one is an existing job role. I know I've had so many messages from people like, is Carrie leaving? Is Cal leaving? Oh my God. So exciting times for Cal. He is flying the nest, which sad times. But he's not like completely gone. We're still going to be working with Cal in a sense of, you know, on jobs, on campaigns. He's not gone forever. He's doing his own thing. He's got like dreams of his own, and we always knew that, you know, one day he's going to want to fly the nest and do his own thing, and it's exciting for him and we're excited for him, but obviously it's not going to be the last that you see of him, far from it. So yeah, but we are going to be hiring an in-house videographer and editor. Hopefully they've got some photography skills as well, so that they can help with creating content and assisting me with creating content. I'm very much fully holistically involved in the content creation side of things. Obviously, if I had it my way, I would have my husband work for me all the time, because in all honesty, I've never ever had anyone work as hard as he does on my content, and I feel like that's why it always works so well when creators have their partners work for them, because it's hard to find someone who's as invested in building something like this as you are. But the next best thing is the person that loves you and lives with you and you're either married to or you're dating. And yeah, Ali is the dream. That's why he comes on a lot of my trips with me, because I can trust him to create exceptional level content, and brands actually request that he comes with me. So yeah, he's another level of creator, but I want to be able to have the same, as much as possible, the same kind of efficiency as he does. And maybe the next person will rock my world and show me that, you know, I don't maybe need to hire him, because he's got so much going on for himself. He's also at the moment working on a business venture that we're doing together, aside from all of this, and so he's got a lot on his plate, but I wish he would work for me. So that's the first role, and then I'm also going to be bringing on a personal assistant, which is scary. I've got to admit, it's really scary. I keep everything very separate in my life, and my team is very close knit, and my bubble is very small. Small. And bringing someone else in, I mean, the dynamic of our working environment is so special that it worries me a lot, because it's my life as well. So we obviously have to be really careful with that, and it has to be the right person, and it's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking. Yeah, I wish I could just hire someone like one of my friends, like another friend, because obviously Carrie's not going anywhere. Carrie just handles insane stuff with our business. She handles a lot of really quite sensitive contracts, huge contracts with global, worldwide brands, that her time can't really be separated in terms of PA roles, and she's just so good at what she does that I don't want to take her away from that. So we're bringing someone on to help both of us, basically. But yeah, it's scary for me. It is. I just keep everything so separate. Like all of my friendships are pretty much outside of the industry, and my bubble that exists out here, I feel scared. I do feel scared. But hey, maybe I'll be saying in like 6 months' time that we found the most amazing person, and like my life is enriched and we're so much more productive. Because I know I was scared when Carrie came on board as well, because it was, you know, bringing someone else on, and maybe in 6 months' time I'll be like, oh my god, why didn't I do this sooner, like I was with Carrie. So that's really exciting, and I have been sharing the job roles and descriptions on my Instagram account. I'm posting them regularly because obviously they time out and I don't want anyone to miss them. We've had so many amazing applications already, and I'm so honored to have some of the people that are applying to this job role. It's unreal and it's exciting. Also, there are a lot of people that are applying that haven't read them properly, haven't read the job application things properly. Neither of these job roles will be working remotely. You can't work in Canada if you want to work for me. No, these are all in-house roles, and that's very important, and it's a non-negotiable fact of it. That is on the thing, it is based in this area, and unfortunately, yeah, you can't be working remotely. In terms of any information that isn't specifically put on those job descriptions, they are things that we will work out when we find the right people. It's more important that the person is right, and we're happy to work around the right people. And so anything that's not included on the job descriptions, that means that we're still happy to work those out with people. We have minimum requirements, but yeah. So that's that part. My battery's about to run out, so I'm gonna need a new battery. Battery ran out there. So yeah, it's really important that you read the job description properly before you apply, because I know how nerve-wracking it is applying for job descriptions and applying for job positions, but just make sure that you read things properly before applying. Thank you. Thanks, guys. So that's that. Health-wise, my health has improved so much since having the B12 shot. That was a real eye-opener in the benefits, because I used to be one of those people that thought that if you had one of those intensive vitamin like inputs, your kidneys could only process so much, or your liver or whatever it is that processes it, and it would just, you'd flush out the rest of it. But the fact of the matter is that some of us don't absorb nutrients in the way that we should. Some of us don't supplement in the way that we should. Some of us don't eat in the way that we should. And if you are deficient in something, which you should be tested for before doing anything, you will see a huge benefit from that. And I can definitely say that the benefit of the B12 was huge. I did suffer some breakouts, so I'm hoping that that will diminish with each time that I have the shots moving forward, or if I can find a way to supplement better, maybe with like tablets, maybe it won't be so intense with the breakouts. I'm taking regular vitamins because as much as I wish that my diet was flawless, it's not. So I do need to supplement in terms of some particular vitamins, and it's helping me massively. I feel like a new person, in all honesty, this year. I feel like I've turned over a new leaf, and this is the thing that I find so incredible about fresh starts. I kind of hate the negativity that happens around New Year's and the whole new year, new me culture, because I felt like it was a new me this year. I felt like I needed a new me because I'd lost me. And I see so many posts that are like people saying, oh yeah, new me, same old me, and that still suits you, but like I needed something. I needed to turn the page or close the book and open a new book. That was probably what I needed. And I feel so positive and so excited for this year, and I feel like I know more about myself than anything. And I feel like if you'd asked me a year ago, I would have told you that I don't think I can become a better person, and I honestly feel like I'm becoming a better person this year already. And it's 1 week in, but I feel better already, like a better version of myself, a happier like mindset version of myself. And I've made changes in my health. I'm exercising regularly, but I've set realistic goals. This was my problem. I was setting myself unrealistic goals in terms of my fitness. I would be like, I have to get up every day and do a 45-minute spin class, and if I don't do that, then it's pointless. And if I don't do that and it's pointless, then I won't get up the next day and do it, because what's the point? I only got 20 minutes in. Now I look at things a lot better, and if I only get 20 minutes in that day, wow, Lydia, considering your schedule, that's amazing that you got that in. And I'm now noting down my workouts. I speak about this later on in a video, but I saw it thanks to M. Sheldon on her stories, and how she notes down her workouts every single day. In my new planner, I've got a year view, and I just note down my workouts and how long I worked out for, and then I look back and I can see how much I've done. Even though Friday, Saturday and Sunday I didn't work out, I can still see all the other stuff that I've done. So straight back today on Monday morning, I got up and I did half an hour of spin, and I'm like, woo! I've also changed my sleeping pattern, which has been something that I've been wanting to work on for a while, and I realized that this was a key part of why I was failing at productivity. I was going to bed too late. I was going to bed about 12, 1 o'clock most nights, and then expecting to wake up at 6. And I did that for a while. I did do that for a while. But when everything happened with Lynx, I was no longer able to do that anymore. I needed a lot more sleep. I probably needed the sleep to repair and help my brain and my heart get back to normal. So I've been sleeping a lot more, and I've been going to bed a lot earlier. It started off, you know, small amounts, whether it's 15 minutes earlier, half an hour earlier. And last night we were in bed, I think by 9:30, 10 o'clock. And it was wonderful. And I woke up this morning, I set my alarm for 6, and I woke up, I probably got out of bed about 6:30. I was in the gym for 7, half an hour spin, whilst my ginger and lemon shot, which is linked down below, was bubbling away, heating up on the hob. And then I go upstairs, I get ready, and I'm ready to work at 9 o'clock, and it's it's game changing. I don't expect to do it all the time, and I know that I haven't failed if I don't hit all of those markers, but my mornings now are so much more productive, which means my days are so much more productive, and I start work at 9 and I finish work at 5, and I'm never like, oh my gosh, I didn't get everything done, because I am checking them off my list and making sure that I'm doing it. And honestly, it's game changing. One of the main reasons I would say that has been the change is a book that I listened to, and honestly I think I've mentioned this in every video and I'm talking about it to everyone, and everyone is probably sick of me, but I liken this book to me how lots of other people liken The Secret to their life. The Secret was not for me as a book. I'm not someone that just thinks about things, and I mean I have a pretty positive attitude anyway, and so I feel like I've got a lot of that nailed anyway. The Sweet Spot is more about doing and changing and evolving and adapting and being better, but still having the same time, but using your time more efficiently, but not killing yourself in the process. And it's amazing. I've got so many people listening to it and I talk about it all the time. I think Ali's probably sick of me talking about this book, but it really is probably one of the biggest shake-ups of my system since I listened to this book. I'll link it in the description box down below. I listen to it on Audible because I can't read books like that. If it's not a page turner, I can't read it like that. So I listen to it, and I'm actually today started back at the beginning, and I'm going to listen to it again, and I actually intend to listen to it a few times over because I feel like I don't absorb everything the first time, but I want to make sure I absorb everything because it's just full of goodness. It's just such a good book. So that's really helped me this year, and this first week has been such a positive impact. Talking of positivity, I am working on my views of things. I've worked massively on myself as a person in terms of my pride. I used to have such a big pride, and I'm not there yet, but I've definitely learned to really check myself when it comes to my pride and not worrying about being the best. And in terms of my work, I'm not worrying about being the best anymore. I am worrying about being the best version of me instead, and this has been the most enriching thing to ever come into my life. And I think really the shift happened probably 2 years ago, and I didn't acknowledge it. I was like, I don't want to do it like this anymore. I don't want to be searching for recognition and people thinking, you know, that I'm the best in the industry. I don't want that anymore. I don't. I want to live the best life, because one of the things that they say in The Sweet Spot is like, they won't remember you in your eulogy. They will not remember you for how hard you worked on your blog or how many videos you got out in a year. That's not the stuff that people remember you for when you're dead. And that to me was like, oh my God, what have I been prioritizing in my life over living and being a better person rather than being the best YouTuber? So yeah, it's changed, and it's changed more so with me in terms of my mindset and wanting to be better than irrelevant people to me. I don't care what so-and-so does in the industry anymore. I don't care what that person is doing in the industry anymore. What I care about is what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and how that enriches my life. And I've got to be honest, there's not a lot of things that I now undertake that don't enrich my life, and it feels amazing. It feels amazing. I feel just great, and I've not really known a way to sit down and tell you guys all about this until, other than just sitting down and chatting to you in this way. So I'm hoping to bring a few more like blog posts and more concise written sort of guides, not guides, but like just how I'm doing things and the changes that I'm making, so that they're easier to follow and understand. Even if there's like a Q&A that you would like me to do on life changes and how things have changed for me and what it's like, but I feel like a new me, and it's amazing, and I haven't felt this happy in so long. And I hope that that is going to come across. I really do. I hope it's going to come across in everything that I'm doing, because I'm enjoying writing again. And I'm enjoying writing and not caring and not worrying and just writing. And I'm enjoying vlogging and just vlogging and doing it when I want. And I'm enjoying taking Instagram pictures and doing them in a way that I find better, rather than trying to be a brand online in that sense. Like, I just want to be myself, and everything that I encapsulate as a person and a human being is the brand that you see, basically. So anyway, that's kind of like a catch up and just letting you in on how positive and amazing my first week has been. And just know that that isn't because I started everything on the 1st of January. I started in December. I started making changes then, and you can start making changes now. We have a fresh start every week. Monday is my fresh start. And if there's another change that I want to add to the list of changes that I've made in my life, I could stick it on a Monday. The new year doesn't have to be the pinnacle or the catalyst to make the change in your life. You can just say, do you know what? This weekend, I'm going to spend some time prepping to do things differently moving forward. It might not all happen at once, but making a start is the most important thing, and making it bite-sized, because that's so important. And honestly, if you read one thing, if you're looking for change and you're wanting to pick up something, if you like podcasts, because me personally, I prefer ebooks to podcasts. If you're into that and listening and learning and self-improvement, then definitely listen to that book, because it's been the biggest catalyst in my life to get me to the point where I'm feeling as positive as I am now. So yeah, anyway, I've rambled on so long, and I hope that like enjoyed just a little bit of an insight into how 2020 started for me. But it's really good and I'm excited. And yeah, anyway, I'm gonna probably finish up for the day now, so I will see you in my next video on Monday, and I hope you've been enjoying videos so far.